Most of us know that we are spending more time on our devices, on the internet, social media, news, maybe games, than we should. It can easily turn into an addiction, and it's having bad effects in our mental health. Today, I'm going to share some tips for how to deal with this the meditation way. Hi there, meditator. Welcome to episode 29 of Master Your Mind Daily, your daily source of inspiration for all things meditation, anxiety, and personal growth. My name is Giovanni Dinstmann. I am the author of Practical Meditation and the creator of Live in There, one of the top 5 most visited meditation blogs on the web. And today we are talking about how to use technology mindfully. And as usual, I want to start with a question. Do you feel that you spend more time than you need on your devices, on social media and the internet? If so, please write yes in the comments, and if no, please write no. There is a lot of research going on showing that our devices and the way we are using the internet, social media, and our devices in general, it's not good for our mental health. It is affecting our attention span that is becoming shorter and shorter. It can have effects on our mental health in terms of anxiety, depression, and other problems, especially because of social media and the type of content that is promoted. And it's also rewiring our brain in a way that it's unhealthy, in a way that it's not the natural way. So most of us, we know that we are spending too much time on our devices. And the key point here is, of course, these devices are helpful. Of course, it's great to have all knowledge of mankind inside your pocket and be able to reach anyone, anytime, anywhere with a few taps. Of course, that's an advantage. But are we using technology or are we being used by it? That's the question. Is it becoming an addictive behavior? Is it becoming something that we do impulsively? Or are we using it consciously and wisely? That's the question we as meditators need to ask ourselves. Is it impulsive or is it conscious? And if it is impulsive, then we have the opportunity to see, okay, what are these impulses doing? Is it healthy for me? Am I not doing other things that would be more helpful because I'm spending more and more time and energy on the internet, social media, and devices? How is that affecting the way my mind functions? Because whenever we are bored, whenever we have a free moment, we go and we microtask, and we go and we do something small, and we look at many things that are moving in a screen, and we change our attention, we move our attention very quickly throughout many different things. We are training our mind to pay attention to many different things at the same time for very short periods of time. And at the same time, every time, if we do that too much, we are losing our ability to pay attention to one thing wholeheartedly, 100%, for a long period of time. That's the ability to focus that is trained in meditation. And it's becoming each time more rare. And so if you have the ability to focus, if you have the ability to turn off distractions, you will have an unfair advantage in your work and in your life. And likewise, if we are raising our kids in a way that they don't need to go into these devices and social media so soon, if we can delay this process for a few years, they're going to have an unfair advantage with their peers. And they're going to have better mental health simply because of this delay. It will teach them a better way to deal with technology. All right, so that's the talk about why it's important to be more mindful about the way we use technology. And that's one of the themes of the book. I think it's page 142 of the book. There's a chapter on how to deal with technology more mindfully. So if you want to know more about this, you can buy the book. Now, as meditators, what's the solution? What do we do? There are 3 things we can do. The first is to create more self-awareness. That means we are aware of the before, the during, and the after. So, as an exercise today, or for the following week, try to be aware what's happening inside your mind the moment that you go for the phone impulsively. See what you can notice and what you can learn for yourself. What is this habit soothing? Why is it there? And then notice how you feel as you're using these devices, as you're scrolling through social media, as you're answering many messages, as you're reading many emails, as you're reading the news. Notice what's happening inside your mind. Is it a pleasant state? Or is it an unpleasant state? Is it peaceful? Or is it not? Is it centered? Is it collected? Is it empowering? Or is it something else? So that's the first tip as meditators. Simply become more aware of how you feel before the use of technology, during the use of technology, and after the use of technology. What does that do? What does that do to your mind, to your well-being? That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is whenever you have that impulse to check the phone, to go to social media, to answer that message, just pause, count to 5. Just count to 5, and then go for the behavior. And you notice that if you just pause, count to 5 in your mind, and then you go and answer the message, check the tweet, whatever it is, you'll notice that there is a different feel to it. The impulse is not so strong. There is more mindfulness. There is more peace about it. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying pause, count to 5, and then go for it. Otherwise, it's automatic. And as long as we are living in automatic mode, we are not growing. And our future will be a repetition of our past because we are just living from conditioning. And then the third aspect is setting some ground rules. And I call this the 3-6-12 rules. 3-6-12. 3 means only check email and social media 3 times a day. There's really no need to check more than that. Even 3 times a day may be a lot. But start with that. Only check email and social media 3 times a day. That's the 3. 6 means go to your phone and to your computer, go to the settings, and turn off the notifications for all apps except 6. You can choose 6 apps that you want to leave notifications on, and that includes the phone app. And turn it off for all the others. Just do it for 1 week, and you will see the difference. You will notice the difference. You will be interrupted less often. Your awareness, your mind will be more even, more continuous. And then 12 is have 12 hours a day where there's no internet. So don't go online for 12 hours a day. That includes your sleep time, maybe an hour before and the first 3 hours of your day. And if you do that, you will notice the effects on your mental health and in your productivity. So in summary, Many of us have an addiction to our devices: internet, social media, news, and games, to some level or another. And that's not being helpful for us. It's not having a good effect on our mental health or in our productivity. It is making our attention span shorter and shorter. And the training of meditation is the opposite of all of this. So I invite you to follow 3 principles to deal with technology mindfully. First is develop self-awareness of what's going on in your mind, in your body, before, during, and after you're using a certain device. Second is, whenever you have the impulse to use the device, to get the call, to answer the message, pause, count to 5, and then unlock your device and use it. And third, set some ground rules, and this is what I call the 3-6-12. 3 means only check email and social media 3 times a day. 6 means turn off notification for all your apps except 6 of them. And 12 means every day have 12 hours a day that your phone is in airplane mode and you're not on the internet. And if you do this, please come back to this video and write something in the comments and tell me, how did this challenge go for you? In my own life, whenever I became more mindful about my use of technology, whenever I created rules around my use of technology, I felt better after. And you know what? This week, I just did something that felt scary. I deleted the email app from my phone. I've already deleted Facebook and Twitter and a long time ago, but I deleted the email app from my phone, which is a place where I was spending a lot of time and it was a source of distraction. Now I only use email when I'm in front of my computer. And I have to tell you, I thought it would be harder than it was. It was not that hard. And I'm loving the effects. I may go and delete Instagram as well. That's the difficult one. So I hope you have found this helpful. And if you have, please like this video and like and follow the Facebook page of Live in There, or subscribe on YouTube and turn on the bell, because this is video 29 of a series of 100 videos that I'm doing daily. And if you do that, you'll be able to receive them on your feed. And finally, I'm sure you know of many people who would benefit from this message. Many people whose life and mental health and well-being would be benefited from having a more mindful use of technology. And if you can think of them right now, then please share this video with them or tag them in the comments. I'm sure that they will thank you and they will feel grateful for it. And if you want my help as a coach to guide you to break bad habits such as this one and have a life where you have the right structures to be more focused on your goals, more focused on becoming the person you want to become, then you can contact me for self-discipline coaching. I will share the link in the description. Thank you for watching and happy growing.